Welcome to the second edition of the Good News Initiative. I'm Lucie Eger, the Industry Communications Specialist at the Thompson Okanagan Tourism Association, and I'm happy to be bringing you a little bit of good news today. There's a lot going on in the world of travel and tourism, and in the world in general. A lot of it not so good. So, again, through this segment, we'd like to share some of the stories that have inspired us, along with a snapshot of some good news and happenings from the region and from around the world. Today, I'm speaking to you from my hometown, which is somewhere in the middle of nowhere in southern Germany, Lucie Eger. Of course, I didn't get a chance to go back and visit this year, so while I feel really lucky to be calling the Okanagan home now, this is a nod to the tiny town I grew up in and its disproportionate amount of cows. If you, like me, are missing international travel right about now, I recommend getting yourself a green screen for an almost identical experience. At the top of the news this week is the Okanagan Herb and Lavender Farm, located in Kelowna, a small family-owned and operated business with community and sustainability at the heart of everything they do. The pandemic has required significant changes and rethinking, and although opening the farm to visitors was not a reality this year, operations have continued through the online store. Along with farm-grown and produced products, you can find a series of workshops and recipes on their website for a virtual experience. Things have been very different, but Andrea McFadden and her family and staff have found ways to keep their spirits high and business running while giving back to the community. Since visitors wouldn't be coming by for guided farm tours and leaving with a package of herbs or seeds this year, they decided to set up a mailbox on the farm's fence instead, so locals could help themselves to free seeds for their gardens. Also, as a gift of appreciation, the farm has donated over 150 custom hand balms and 100 dry skin toners to frontline workers in the Okanagan. Holiday shopping season is around the corner, or it's already here if you're better at planning ahead than I am, and small businesses value your support now and always. Shopping local is good for the planet, good for the soul, and it creates a positive ripple effect throughout your entire community. Here are a few more bits of good news from around the region. Miska Haven Bed and Breakfast, located east of Enderby in the North Okanagan, says that despite a drop in out-of-province visitors, a rise in staycations has helped make up the difference, and they're happy to offer more locals an escape into nature this year. Speaking of staycations, Summerland Resort is offering a new date night package for a Friday evening mini getaway, complete with a bottle of local wine and optional takeout dinner from Brodo Kitchen waiting in your fridge. A little something from the student community. On top of raising $1,975 in support of Cystic Fibrosis Canada, UBCO JDC West's Chillin' for Charity campaign donated ice cream treats to seniors at a Kelowna retirement home this year and supported an elementary school's breakfast program as well. Finally, here are a couple of global tidbits of good news. Finnair introduced an initiative called Taste of Finnair, to a clever play on words, selling their typically in-flight business class meals in grocery stores for an everyday luxury experience and to create job opportunities for previously laid-off staff. Speaking of food, we know food waste has significant environmental impacts, and there are little things we can all do as individuals to help combat this. A Brazilian chef is harnessing food waste to empower communities, combating food insecurity with cooking courses using food scraps, and education on how to grow produce at home. Fun fact, did you know banana peels are actually very much edible and packed with nutrients and can be incorporated into many recipes, both savory and sweet? Maybe something to try this weekend. Well, there is a bit of good news for this week from myself and the entire team at TOTA. We hope you're finding ways to make the most of these challenging times. Take time for yourself and what matters most to you, and I hope you're finding the good news stories in your communities as well. Have a good weekend.